Hello, I'm Karen Buck, and thank you for joining Wedding 411 On Demand's podcast. Today we are going to be discussing airbrushing makeup. And to help us with that is expert Suzanne Minskey of Bridal Beauty Associates. Welcome, Suzanne.
Thank you, Karen.
Suzanne, explain to us what exactly is airbrushing?
Airbrushing really just refers to the delivery method of the foundation as it's applied to the skin. Basically, any foundation can be run through an airbrush machine, but there are brands that are more specifically formulated just for airbrushing.
Skin tone. You know, whether you have a tan, you have an olive complexion, you're fair-skinned, do you have all of the options that you do with regular makeup?
Absolutely, and I think with airbrushing you actually have a greater ability to match people's skin tones. The formula that we use comes in 12 base shades as well as several adjusters, so we can look at somebody's skin and we can match their color exactly. It's custom blended for them right there on the spot in the machine. Whereas with foundation that you find on the shelves, sometimes you have to mix them together anyways to get that perfect shade for you. We automatically do it with our airbrushing.
What if I wanted a matte finish or I wanted more of the dewy look? Are they options with airbrushing?
Absolutely. The formula that we use is silicone based, so it automatically has a more dewy skin-like texture to it. However, if somebody wants a more matte look, it's just a simple application of some powder over the top.
Well, explain to me, does it get cakey? If I'm going to be dancing with my partner, is it going to come off on their jacket?
No, the formula that we use is an extremely long-wearing foundation. It creates a little bit of like a film over the surface of the skin. It sets within 30 to 60 seconds, and it's there until you take it off. So you don't have to worry about it transferring and rubbing off on your clothing, on somebody else's clothing. It's going to be there all day.
You explained to me a little while ago specifically how it works on the skin. Can you explain that?
Sure. If you have a tendency to get a little bit more oily or sweat during the day, like brides are going to when they're dancing or, in 100-degree heat, exactly, it works to absorb that from the surface of the skin out. So think of it like the waves crashing at a beach. You have all these little beads of silica that make up the sand. The wave crashes over the top, and excess runs off, and then all that water is kind of sucked down into the sand. The formula in the foundation works similarly. It's silicone based, so it's going to absorb the sweat and oil from the surface of the skin into the makeup and keep it from looking shiny. Okay. Eye makeup, lip color, blush, does that all last as long? Does that need to be airbrushed as well? It can be, however, we use a traditional makeup to apply the rest of the color, the blush, the eyeshadow, the lipstick. The only thing that would possibly need to be touched up is your lip color. Everything else is waterproof and it's not going anywhere. Cost. Is it a lot more? Explain to me the cost. Not for us. We incorporate it into our pricing automatically. Some other companies may charge you an extra $25 up to $50 or more per person for airbrush makeup, but we're in the business of offering the best. We consider airbrushing to be the best service, and so if people are coming to us for the best, we automatically give it to them. So the guys too airbrush or not so much? It really depends on their needs. What we do for our grooms or groomsmen, we call kind of our male news anchor kind of makeup. We do anti-shine, powder a little bit if needed. If they have some discoloration that needs to be covered discreetly, we can just airbrush it, and again, it's going to look just like skin. It's not even going to look like makeup. Right. Bridal Beauty Associates also offers something called Touchable hairstyles. Can you explain that to us? Absolutely. The biggest fear with a lot of our clients is that they're going to have their hair done and it's just going to be bad prom hair. It's going to be these real tight, slick back kind of curls, the helmet head with way too much hairspray. Our styles are a lot more soft, a lot more organic, more contemporary, very, very touchable. We incorporate twists or braids or more loose curls to give a more modern, soft, organic kind of feel. So more people today are looking for updos or down? It really depends. I'd say about 75 to 80% of our hairstyles are still updos, but we are seeing a lot more people doing all down, but like a side swept vintage kind of style, or half up has actually become really, really popular with brides this year. Suzanne, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with us, and thank you for joining Wedding 411 On Demand's podcasts.